and roadmap development. Cybersecurity risk assessment services, cybersecurity awareness advisory, SOC consultancy, IT audit controls assurance and advisory services, IT audit and controls assurance services, IT governance framework development, information technology strategy development, information technology operational policies and procedure, information technology risk assessment services. Our trusted partners, Resources Global Technologies Pvt. MRGT. Contact details. Pakistan Office. Office 33, Al-Ahmad Heights Plaza, near Lignum Tower, DHA Phase 2, Islamabad. Phone +92 51 4918 464 +92 309 427 0133. Resources Global Technologies Pvt. Aim to provide the quality standard learning and cyber security services. MRGT invite you to take an advantage of our training programs, which are specially designed to provide training services to achieve international standards. Our mission is to be a high integrity partner, providing world-class technologies, brands and solutions into emerging markets and focusing on customer satisfaction. We provide you with simplified training plan covering all administrative and technical areas, management consultancy and educational service by professionals and specialists in each field. Our services: system integration, data center infrastructure, cyber security advisory services, managed security and services, web development, cloud and hosting solutions, help desk and call center services, maintenance, operations and outsourcing, system and networking, network infrastructure, network monitoring, software development, cyber security programs. Red Hat certifications. Casper Sky Professional Services. Maximize the ROI from your security solution and ensure it's performing at 100% capability by engaging with our experts who can assist you at every step this transformation. Our projects: CAPS, Apna Check, Apna Panel, OBCC, Apna ERP, Cyber Security Advisory Services, Virtual Cisco Advisory, Cyber Security Maturity Assessment and Roadmap Development, Cyber Security Information Technology, Operational Policies and Procedure. Information Technology, Risk Assessment Services. Our trusted partners. Resources Global Technologies Pvt. MRGT. Contact details. Pakistan Office. Office 33, Al Ahmed Heights Plaza, near Lignum Tower, DHA Phase 2, Islamabad. Phone +92 51 4918 464 +92 309 427 0133. Mature Resources Global Technologies Pvt. Limited aim to provide the quality standard learning and cyber security services. MRGT invite you to take an advantage of our training programs, which are specially designed to provide training services to achieve international standards. Our mission is to be a high integrity partner, providing world-class technologies, brands and solutions into emerging markets and focusing on customer satisfaction. We provide you with simplified training plan covering all administrative and technical areas, management consultancy and educational service by professionals and specialists in each field. Our services: system integration, data center infrastructure, cyber security advisory services, managed security and services, web development, cloud and hosting solutions, help desk and call center services, maintenance, operations and outsourcing, system and networking, network infrastructure, network monitoring, software development, cyber security programs. Red Hat certifications. Casper Sky Professional Services. Maximize the ROI from your security solution and ensure it's performing at 100% capability by engaging with our experts who can assist you at every step this transformation. Our projects: CAPS, Apna Check, Apna Panel, Office CC, Apna ERP, Cyber Security Advisory Services, Virtual Cisco Advisory, Cybersecurity Maturity Assessment and Roadmap Development, Cybersecurity Governance and Strategy Development, GDRP Readiness Maturity Assessment and Roadmap Development, Cybersecurity Risk Assessment Services, Cybersecurity Awareness Advisory, SOC Consultancy, IT Audit Controls Assurance and Advisory Services, IT Audit and Controls Assurance Services, IT Governance Framework Development, Information Technology Strategy Development, Information Technology Operational Policies and Procedure, Information Technology Risk Assessment Services. Our trusted partners: Mature Resources Global Technologies Pvt. Limited, MRGT. Contact details. Pakistan Office. Office 33, Al Ahmed Heights Plaza, near Lignum Tower, DHA Phase 2, Islamabad. Phone +92 51 4918 464 +92 309 427 0133.
Hello, this is with you, Zaman. Uh, so we are starting demo for certified Kubernetes administrator, which is from Linux, the Linux Foundation. So I was just waiting for the participants. I'm working with MRGT as the CTO and mostly taking care for open source trainings like mostly from Red Hat, and now we also started with Kubernetes as well because Kubernetes has a huge demand for DevOps related, especially the containers. So myself, being a Red Hat certified architect and specialized in OpenShift. OpenShift is also Red Hat product which is based on Docker and Kubernetes. So products are almost same, but uh, OpenShift has some nice UI and other features which are not the scope of this course. So so we're still having participants for joining. So what is certified Kubernetes administrator exam? So Kubernetes certified Kubernetes certified Kubernetes administrator, which is known as CKA, is actually from the Linux Foundation and Cloud Native Foundation. So who this exam for? The exam is for the Kubernetes administrators, cloud administrators, who are managing Kubernetes environment, or the guys who are starting Kubernetes career with Kubernetes. This certification is there from the Linux Foundation and Cloud Native Foundation, CNCF. And actually, what they test you for there. So actually, you know, uh, it's a certification for K8 administrator for the installation, basic installation of Kubernetes clusters and management. So what are domains they are testing you for in the exam is the storage. So understand it's about understanding storage classes, persistent volume, volume claims, etc. Understand the volume modes, like rewrite many, rewrite once, and the reclaim policies, and understanding about the persistent volume claims, and how you could and configuring your application to use that PV or PVCs. The most toughest, the exam, from 1.19 is become a little bit, you can say it's tough because they added 20% of shooting. Like the passing is 66%, but they put 30% of troubleshooting side. So you will be having multiple clusters in exam, and you have to back up the etc, and then you have to restore it on others. So even also node logging, the labeling, and scheduling, all this stuff will be tested over there. Even getting the error logs, container logs, application failures, even the networking part of troubleshooting will be tested. So exam is in a sense is a bit tough because you guys actually have to attempt 20 plus questions in just 2 hours. Previously it was 3 hours, but now they changed it to 2 hours. So for that typical exam achievement, you need to do a lot of practice. Even some people, if you see in the blogs, people are saying that you should create the aliasing to do a lot of commands, like normal commands, because most people, they want to type the YAML, themselves. So if you are doing like pure in like developer scenario, then typing YAML code, you will not make that exam, because over there in exams, Kubernetes documentation will be available, and you can copy those YAML and then craft it, accordingly. Uh, 15% of exam is on workload and scheduling, like deployment, rollbacks, updates, configuration of config maps, the secrets, and also scaling of applications, and also understanding how this. Also, they will ask you to set the limits on CPU. Like this port can use this much CPU and the memory. You know, so the limits or quotas will be part of the exam. And then cluster architecture and installation. Some people are saying that that this is also the part of installing a cluster is also the part of exam. So you have to configure rollback, access, RBAC. You also have to use kubeadm tool to install the basic cluster, and then manage high availability Kubernetes cluster. Provine understanding and infrastructure deployment Kubernetes cluster, and this is the most critical task in the exam, and also in the production, that you have to take the etc backup and then restore it in other environments. So this is the more critical. Also 20% exam was understanding like host networking, configuring the cluster nodes, understanding connectivity between the pods and cluster IP, node port, load balancer, creating services, endpoints. So this all will be, required for the exam. And about the ingress networking and egress networking also, and you also need to configure and deploy core DNS or there for name resolution as well. So exam is is online, and it's you need 2 hours to complete the task. And current version is Kubernetes v1.19, and you'll find a lot of other information from the candidate handbook, that what what actually need in the exam, how you should do the exam. And
Sir, I have a question. What are the eligibility to come out of this course?
if it for it is you don't need any requirement, but if you are good with Docker, then it will be helpful. And for sure you need, because the exam is on Linux, but exam or they are providing Ubuntu 18.04. So you should be familiar with Ubuntu OS set, you know will be good for you. Otherwise you'll be taking more time, like if number people take 1 month, you'll be taking like 2 months to achieve those level of competency for exam. So exam is actually on a cluster, Ubuntu cluster, which is 18.4 LTS, and so you should be familiar with this environment.
So the questions are a scenario-based question, or they just give us statement or give us
No, no, they
4 to 5.
they are scenario based question that linked together.
Okay. Is there any, you can say, during the exam we can write any code or something like a
Yeah.
command or make a something
Yes.
like
The
that to
beauty
resolve
of,
this issue?
yeah. Let me tell you about this one, because the most of when you perform the task in what you say in production, so you will be having documentation, right? for the product. So in exam they provide you the complete Kubernetes documentation. So you can copy, like, okay, you are creating like a config map, right? Example, you want to create a config map, right? So you can set that part, and then it will fetch you the results from, right? Configure, so over here, confirm. So you can open that one and just copy that YAML definition, because the exam, in the mostly, is with YAML. So you can copy that snippet, right? If you want to do something, you just copy this YAML definition. You don't need to write this by yourself. You just copy it and open your VA editor, and then you just like config map dash new dot YAML. So you just need to open this one and copy and paste, and yes, so you can adjust it, like, okay. So you can change, this yourself, the information and this one. So this is the beauty of the exam. But if you have documentation, everything is available there, and you don't have good practice, you will not able to make it. Because this is for your health, that you stuck somewhere and you get the, because typing the YAML code, it will take a lot of time, even if you are experienced or good developer. So all this will be available over there in the exam. Documentation from the Kubernetes, current version will be available there in the exam. So you can use that, like if you want to create a pod, so you'll search for the pod, and you can get the definition files, for the, even you've seen the, assigning pod to nodes. So you can get, those YAML files, copy them, and after creating that, like those YAML config files, then you can use the commands, or they also mentioned like how you can use, or here you is mentioned over there that how you can apply this kubectl apply, that example. So everything is there, but you need a lot of practice to achieve this one.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Yeah. Even it's like, in Reddit exams, you have also, all the documentation is available, related to products. So if you know the product, if anything changes, you will survive for the exam, because you know the product. So over there they provide you the documentation and all this stuff. So candidate requirements, they say Linux Foundation exam are delivered online. They are delivered online, and you can also have those exams in Pearson VUE, and they're remotely proctored. You will be having like multiple cameras over there on your laptop, where they are monitoring you. So for the system requirement for your exam is that you should have a current version of Chrome browser. Then you have good internet access, and you should not be running these bandwidth intensive sources like Dropbox, Sync, and Bitrun. You should have to stop them. Then you should have a microphone, because you have to talk to your instructor as well. Then you should be having a webcam, and because you have to show your ID over there to examiner as well, who's proctoring you remotely. Your government ID, I think so. They require two IDs. One is your passport, another can be without picture. But one which should be your picture. And then this is the link where you can check this hardware compatibility. Kubernetes has with for Kubernetes, Kubernetes has this Linux Foundation has three exams: Kubernetes Administrator, Kubernetes Developers, CKAD, and the new exam came in this month is Kubernetes Security Specialist. Same, we have those on Reddit side, but OpenShift Administration, OpenShift Developer, and OpenShift Security. And for testing, if you are testing from your office or your home, then your area should be like clutter free area. You shouldn't have, like hanging some stuff over there, like labels, or like papers or something. It should be clean. The wall should be clear, and lighting should be, proper, so your proctor can, view you. Co-locations can, also, like it's in the testing center, like VU you can also, but over there you have 1.2 meter distance from each other. So the VU patient VU has, we have the facility for exam as well in Islamabad. Exam currently cost $300, but we are, as the CNF cognitive foundation reseller, so might be you'll be getting some good, discount in exam as well. I don't know, but you can talk with the business team for that one. So for exam registration, you have to, register from there, sign into your existing account, same like Red Hat or other vendors. Then you have to, if you don't have, you have to create a new Linux Foundation account, and provide all detail over there. And the result, mostly it comes, between 36 plus hours, like 2 3, take like 2 3 days for the result. The beauty of the exam is that you will be getting one attempt free. Like you have retake, like direct exam, they don't have any retake policies, but these exams, are good that they give you one retake. But even the passing score is 66%, but still they give you a retake option. There are some courses from Linux Foundation, you can use them as well. So for the training, if you want to, train by yourself, or don't want to train, by us, so you can purchase, this Linux Foundation subscription as well. So let's demonstrate something about that what you will be doing actually, how you work on the Kubernetes classes. So in Kubernetes we have three type of nodes. One like master, which actually control the cluster. Then we have worker nodes. So we need one master, and even one worker will work, but it's better you should have two worker nodes. Like in my case, I have a CKA master as a master node. Then I have CKA dash node one, the first worker, CKA dash node two. Actually, the nodes or workers are, where we schedule the pods, we create the pods. Master, actually is maintain the cluster like etct and all this stuff. But actually these are, if you talk about the compute, these are compute nodes. Worker nodes are compute nodes where your cluster, your pods are built. So how you can get the cluster information? So uh, you can we use kubectl command, kubectl, and then we have options. So we can use get, and because our auto completion is configured. So I didn't copy the command properly. So you see it's saying that cluster name is Kubernetes. So how we can get the cluster info? So kubectl cluster info. So this cluster info is telling that cluster Kubernetes master is running on this IP on port 6443, and it's using Kubernetes, and we can get more information for the cluster as well. A lot of information is coming, so we can get, like, so this is information which start from the node. So I have, CKA node 1 on 201, and then CKA node. So I told you that it's using Ubuntu 18.04 LTS. So let's get information about the nodes. So saying that CK master is ready and its role is master, and then CK node, and it's the age is configured back in before 38 days, and it's using v 1.9 1.19.2, the latest one. And if you use iPhone or white, you'll get more information, like which operating system version, and which is the kernel version. In our case is 4.15.0-123, generic. It's Ubuntu one. So how we can get the port information? So there we don't have any port deployed, but we have different namespace, like system namespace. So we have a lot of ports over there which are deployed. Like I'm using Weave network. So ViewNet is a network components. Even you will be finding mine be Calico as well, because I also using Calico over there for networking. So how we can run a simple part, which is kubectl. We have run command, and then the name of image, and the Docker image which we are using for that. So it's in container creating space stage. So now it's running. So we can get the detail about how it's doing, which image it's using kubectl, desktop port, and then sorry, and then port name, in our case port. So you see it's telling all this, like what is the name of the container, the namespace default with the priority, and where is provision, units provision, and the first working node, the time, the labels. We can use the labels. So what's the IP get, then which actually Docker image is using. So this Docker image is actually using, and it's pulled from the Docker repository, and it's completed. It's terminated because it's just like a OS, and we mostly run that containers out there. So created container, a lot of information out there. The logs are there. We can get all this information from events as well. So actually what happened, so if you want to delete it, so we just use kubectl delete port, and then port. Yeah. But for auto completion it now is not work, and you have to create, auto completion for these commands in etc auto completion or bash underscore completion dot d. We need to create, we can also use the option of dry run and create those YAML output. So this is, the output, so we can have a dry run and we can generate a YAML file and use that YAML file. So now we can use this kubectl create -f and use that YAML file to create that. So it's so, so we can watch the container creation. So it's now container creation save, then it will be. So now it's running. And where it's running, that we can get from O wide option. So it will tell that which node actually is running. So it's running on CKA node 1 or fast worker node. Master is not serializable by default, so it can run on that one. We can create deployments as well, create services as well. Same, we have option of dry run. We have option YAML. I believe it also support JSON as well. Yeah, we can also use JSON if we are good at JSON. Then we can use our JSON as well. So it's up to us that I like YAML because I mostly work on Ansible. So uh, we can create an environment, Vim environment file to set, YAML syntax like ts equal to soft space equal to expand tab CUC and CUL. So in that case, so we'll be having everywhere, if we are using like over here we are using two spaces, then everywhere, we should come with two spaces. So how it works. But sometimes, some people, the most like to have one space, like they by default tab expand to 8 characters, so it's not advisable to use that stuff. So now we can you should be good at YAML, or Ansible if you want to work on this stuff. So now we can use one space. One space is not um, is good. So I mostly use it with two, which is actually recommended by Ansible guys. We can create deployments. We need we can create deployments using this YAML as well. YAML is good because config files is good. Because you can change them. So let me create an nginx deployment, update nginx deployment. So kubectl get forwards. So now for the glance, so let me use this. We can, so now we can use this. So it's creating one first frame then general like previous. So we can scale using. So now it's running. So let me add this one, and I'm saying okay, I need 6 replicas of this port. So now it's creating more ports. So that's what you have to do in exam as well. So you need a lot of practice to perform this. You might have found that sometime I type OC command because in OpenShift we use OC command instead of kubectl. So any questions? Hello.
Sir, I have a question.
Yes, please.
Sir, is there is any we can change in a YAML file any scripting regarding the movement of container from one port to another port? Is this possible?
Yeah, you can use the documentation and so actually what you want to achieve, you want to move the container to.
One port from another port.
Actually, there are multi container parts. So I don't think so that we can remove containers from one port to other,
I'm talking about the
because that
migration.
migration of oh, you're actually asking about the migrating from one cluster to other cluster, or one node to one other node.
Exactly, exactly.
Yeah, yes, we can use the labels and toleration and all this stuff to move that to other one as well.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. In the course, you will study all this stuff. One minute, actually, I'm home, so somebody is knocking. So let me open the door. Yes, I'm back. Actually, my one of nephew is sick and he's hospitalized, so the family is there. So I was alone at home and I had to open the door. So anybody has question?
Hello, Vikas from MRGT. If anybody has some questions, they can ask. Uh, Hello, buddy. Can you listen me?
Oh yeah, I can hear you, bro.
Okay, there is a one question from Hassan
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 Abbas.
Abbas. Yeah, for someone with no prior knowledge of Docker and Kubernetes, what would be the path to learn both?
Uh, he can join that course, but first, he should start with Docker. But even in training, we will be you know covering that part as well. So even if someone is fresh graduate, even he can join that one as well.
It is better to join CKA first, or it is better to join RCSA first?
If somebody don't have Linux experience, then better he should go for RSCSA. But if he has Linux experience, already, if you have like 1 year experience on Ubuntu, then he can join that course as well. Otherwise, if someone is fresh, it will a bit harder for them. So recommended is RSCSA. Even exam CK exam is on Ubuntu.
Okay, that's great. Guys, we are open for questions. If somebody has other questions, they can write to us or they can speak.
We'll be providing online labs for
By
the
the way,
course as
I
well.
have I have a question as well from my side as well. Okay, there was
Yeah.
a question from student who was asking, like, we can only work over the labs we're gonna provide them, or they gonna learn that how they can make their own labs as well at the starting of the course.
I can guide them to like to how they can build the cluster for for preparation as well. No worry, but as we are providing Red Hat Lab, so we can also provide this the cluster for Kubernetes cluster as well over there. We'll be providing them multiple clusters so they can prepare for their exam as well. But if they want to have local environment, so I can guide them as well, because it's better I'll be freeing some resources from my servers as well.
Yeah, buddy, I
Sidra is
believe
asking the duration of the course. So, Sidra, this course would be for 40 hours, right?
Yeah, it should be 40 hours.
The complete
Five
course, yes. It is 40 hours course,
five
Sidra.
five 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 full working days.
Yes. Guys, any other questions? So, do we have anything announced?
Uh,
Okay, guys, we have an announcement for it that we are going to start this course by a really fast week coming up. And the other thing is, this course would be for 25,000 rupees PKR, and it would be $155 for international students as well. And we gonna provide you the practice labs as well as the recordings of every class right after they finishes up. So, any questions regarding courses and classes?
Even even exam preparation will also be provided.
Yeah, exam
Oh, Salman is
review
there.
session will be included in this bundle. Yes.
You didn't tell me one of my buddies over there. Salman,
I mean,
are you there, bro? I didn't notice. Actually, I was busy. Taking that session. So, so
Sean
Islam.
Ahmed is asking, can you share some knowledge about the exam certification for this course means hands-on? Yes, we gonna share you some course contents as well. During this session, you're gonna get that content to read as well. We will give you practice labs as well. And every training class will be recorded, and every recording will be provided to you just right after that class.
Even exam preparation will also be provided at the end of exam for all the guys, and that will be part of that.
Yeah,
So
at the end of the
that
training sessions.
$155 or 25K. Yeah. So that also will be provided. So Salman is there, right? I believe he's there or he's gone. He's one of my old buddy from Nikon from 1999.
Maybe he has left already because he's not in the participant right now.
Yeah, but he's he sent me message. You can
So,
see
guys, any other questions?
yeah, the course is it's hands on. It's practical. You have to attempt. You have to attempt one question in 5 minutes, because you have 120 minutes and you have about 20 questions. For me, requirement is your Linux knowledge. If you are at RSCSA level, I'll take care of other stuff. So I think so we are good.
Buddy, there is a one more
Raju
question
bhai,
scope
there's a question. Yes,
Yeah,
yes, yes.
please.
for the scope regarding the job field in after doing CKA.
You it's DevOps. So you will be starting with, if you talk about the international market, if you have good skills, so you'll be starting from 30 plus US dollars. But I can't say about the Pakistan market, but there are a lot of jobs. But jobs require skills, and this is very powerful skilled exam. Even I myself had open shift administrator exam, but I believe this will be more tougher exam. It needed a lot of
$30 is per
requirements.
hour rate, right?
Yeah. So OpenShift and Kubernetes guys start, if they have good skills as an engineer, they start with $30. You guys can have a search, on internet as well for that one. But it's a very powerful, and it's future, because we are moving towards DevOps stuff, so we don't have just so either OpenStack, either Kubernetes. So I found Kubernetes will be the future, as because of the container as a service. So everything is moving very fast to the containers. So you got, I believe we are late. We should be announced this, 1 year before. So this course is very powerful. And if you are CKA, you can manage OpenShift as well, because both are almost same product. OpenShift has some advanced features, but again, Kubernetes is free. There is no licensing for Kubernetes. So that's why that's a true open source. You can build. You just have enough knowledge and skill to build that clusters and manage that one. For OpenShift, you'll be paying for those features you will be paying huge cost. But mostly the vendors they mostly go for OpenShift, but even a lot of people are on Kubernetes, like small enterprises and some people who focus on the open source, they are on that side. So anyone has a question? Because we will be closing soon.
Yeah, I think, buddy, everyone is done. And you already have a class, I think, at the 9.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I think
yeah.
you are
don't
busy in last
don't
days,
make
huh?
don't make people afraid that I'm busy. I'm busy, I know.
So, yeah, I know.
Anyways,
I know
anyways,
to
we
take
have
it
to
to
manage. Yeah,
from your
it's
home and
no.
from stuff.
Actually, no one busy. Actually, it's all about priorities.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, that's so nice of you. So nice of you.
Yeah. Okay,
Okay,
guys.
guys. Thank you very much, and it
Yeah,
was
you're
a
welcome anytime. Thank you for your time.
session.
Thank you very much for your time and
And
for
for
arriving with us.
registrations, please contact us with MRGT. I have write down the email address with that. It's Naveed at mrglobaltech.com, or the phone numbers are already there. So if anybody wants to register, they can register
Today,
with us.
today I didn't
And the
introduce
people who
MRGT because you
forgot
guys are
to
playing
yes,
that
and the people who forgot to
because you are.
contact us, we're gonna contact them ourselves by Monday, inshallah.
Inshallah.
No problem. we are behind them because we
Yes.
want because we want them to learn.
Yeah, because we will take your pains.
Kubernetes really I love Kubernetes. Last time I told you I'm actually busy in a Kubernetes project. I'm taking that guy
You're
as
still busy
career.
in that, right?
Yeah, I'm still busy, and it'll take two months more. 2 months more, I believe so.
Uh, okay,
Okay,
that's
thank you very much,
that's
everyone, for being with us,
okay.
for spending your time with us. Thank you very much, everybody.
Thanks.
You're
Okay,
welcome,
take care.
Masaya. Thank you,
Okay.
Masa.